Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ray Gilmet. This show is called The Ray of Elvis. How many folks have seen this pretty little face? We got a few out there. We got some little folks out there too. How you doing, guys? Well, sit back and relax. This is a collection of over 27 years of music since I was a little boy collecting. If you guys have any requests, keep it to yourself. We're going to do all 429 songs in about 55 minutes. Guys, thank you so much for inviting me here to the Tewksbury Public Library. I hope you enjoy the show. All right, here we go. That's what he did. Hey. I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a riverboat queen. Big wheels that keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Mama rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I played a lot of gigs down in Memphis, bumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on a riverboat queen. I said the big wheels that keep on turning. Oh yeah, proud Mary keep on burning. Oh, I'm rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Yeah, that's it. That last time I played on the lawn, man. Now if you come down to the river, I bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you have no money. People on the river are happy to give. I said a big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning. Oh, I'm a rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Sing it with me now. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I said I'm rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. One more time. I said rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I said I'm rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. One more time. I said rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I said I'm rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Take it home, honey. Yeah. Thank you very much, folks. You guys are fantastic, I'll tell you. Woo! Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street. That's Heartbreak Motel with love. I'm so lonely, baby. You'll be lonely. I'll be so lonely I could die. Well, now if your baby leaves you, you've got a tale to tell. Just take a walk down Lonely Street to Heartbreak Hotel. Well, I will be there, I'm so lonely, baby. Sing it, honey. I'll be so lonely I could die. Just let it all hang on, honey. Yeah! Not that much, sir. It's a family show. You remember this song when it first came out, right? Man, oh man, it was the devil's music. Well, since my baby left me, I've found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street. That's heartbreak open. Well, I will be in there so lonely, baby. You'll be lonely. I'll be so lonely I could die. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any? I was just joshing with you earlier about any requests. You guys, if you have a request, you kindly in order, raise your hand, you know. Way in the back. I love you rough, honey, it don't matter. Just rub me, that's it. Love Me, you sure Elvis recorded that song? You sure? You don't know? Come on, you got an Elvis t-shirt on. You're supposed to say, yes, you fool. Yes, you fool. I'm just shushing. What's your name? What's your name? What's that? Isabel. That's a beautiful name, Isabel. We'll do it for you. Love Me Tender, all right? If I don't have it, we're in trouble. From his first movie, ladies and gentlemen. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life a wreck. There's another girl, another time, you know. Love you so, oh, love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. What the heck are you pointing at me, honey? What is that thing? I've never seen one of those. And I always, what you see what I did there? Love me tender, love me dear, take me, take me. So you sit down, I'll come to you, honey. What's it with you? I want seconds. That smells good. I want seconds. And there's nothing left for you. This young man's sitting there going, what in the heck is going on? He doesn't look like Uncle Merle. Love me true, all my dreams fulfill. I said, now for my darling, I love you, and I always will. From his first movie, hey? Oh, oh, oh. For my Isabel way back there. That's the way it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, 1997. I had a chance. I was in Memphis, Tennessee a few times. People say, have you ever been? I said, no, never been. Can't stand the man. I'm in it for the chicks and the money. That's it. Now that I'm married, I'm just in it for the money. Anyway, it's hot out here. 1997, I had the honor and the privilege to go to Memphis. I've been there a few years before, and that's kind of where I got all this crazy career going. You see, I'm a chef by trade, and the restaurant just up and closed. And I needed a little, I needed money. I needed a job. Well, lo and behold, an agency in Rockland, Mass. got a hold of me and we started doing some stuff. And I was urged to go to Memphis in '93. And in '93, I stepped into a very big and scary business and arena of being Elvis. And of course, I hadn't really left my hometown of Chicopee, Massachusetts, but for a few times. Well, after about 5 days in Memphis, signing up for this contest, the one largest contest in the world at the time, after 5 days, don't you know, I win the darn thing. Yeah, pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. But that was a long, long time ago, right? So, you know, people move on, and I'm sure you've all seen some wonderful tributes to Elvis Presley. And many of my dear friends come right in throughout this area, the casinos and maybe at the Encore, who knows, right? I'm just down the street across the river from the new MGM, and I have yet to step in that place, but That being said, 1994, I went back to Memphis and I competed and won again. Yeah, I had to make some waves. Well, 1995 and 6 and 7, I got invited back just to do some shows here and there. And in 97, I had the honor of working with an ensemble of 2 other Elvis tribute artists. I was doing the 50s Elvis. That's all I was doing at the time, which seemed to work well. And I also worked with a gentleman who did the movie years and the 68 comeback leather, you know, that horrible looking outfit Elvis had, that black leather outfit, looked horrible in it. And then we had a guy do the Vegas years. So I stepped out on stage and I sang Don't. I sang Don't Be Cruel, Heartbreak Hotel, and this song. And this next song, unbeknownst to me, not only were the Jordanaires on stage, which was a thrill for me to work and sing with them, but after I got done this song, I walked off stage right smack dab into Carl Perkins' chest. He had been there and he was invited as one of the guests, and on the side of the stage he was watching me sing Blue Suede Shoes. And what a thrill it was, and he said, "Boy, you done did good." This one here, originally recorded by Carl Perkins. Blue Suede Sneakers, or something. And I lied, I don't know. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, now go, can't go, but don't you step in my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay hold of my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step on my face, letter my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do when I lay hold of my shoes. And don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay hold of my blue suede shoes. All the way up, man, yeah. Blue in the blue suede shoes. Blue in the blue suede shoes. Sing with me. Blue in the blue suede shoes, baby. Blue in the blue suede. Well, you can do anything but lay hold of my blue suede. Blue in the blue suede shoes, baby. Blue in the blue suede shoes, yeah. Blue in the blue suede shoes, baby. Blue in the blue suede. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. That's the way it goes, man. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to step away from my band just for a little moment here, because I want to make sure that we don't get anybody else bothering me. It took me forever. I started with cassette tapes. Remember cassette tapes? I mean, I remember 78s, never mind cassette tapes. I'm old, man, I'm old. You'll understand when some of you get there. You'll understand. I'm feeling it. No. But I started with cassette tapes. It took me forever to get in touch with this type of technology, for sure. This next song, ladies and gentlemen, and speaking of the early days in Memphis, you know, I was just about 22, 23 years old. And when I would sing some songs in particular, this one, for sure, this one, boy, taught me some lessons. You see, and I know there's men, I can see you out there, but you know no matter what age we are, even to this day, we're still learning about the ladies. We still don't quite have it right. But most certainly when you're 20-something years old, we most certainly don't have it right. But when in singing some of these songs, well, it sort of really ramped up and sped up my education. And this next song, well, kind of scared me. You see, when I would sing this song, you know, certain things seem to happen. Now, ladies, if there's something that you haven't felt in a long, long time, some fuzzy, warm feeling, just let it go. I'm a professional, and I can handle it. Now, many years ago, that was not the case, ladies and gentlemen. It scared me, because I was yet to be a professional, and I didn't quite know what to do. But over time, I quickly learned. So today, I promise you, just lay back, relax, let yourself go, and see, today's day and age, I got to include the men. Now, men, if you have a feeling you haven't felt in a long time, this is the disclaimer, I have to include the men these days. I don't know why, But if there's something you haven't felt in a long time, just let it go. I'm a professional. I really don't want to handle it, but I'll do my best. Here's one of my favorite ballads, and one of the songs that scared me just a little bit, because some of the things I received, some of the answers I received, well, help me understand the ladies a little bit more. Beautiful song called Are You Lonesome Tonight? And man, the answers I got. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a brighter summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said the world's a stage and each must play his part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. I loved you at first glance, and second, and third. You're a good-looking dame. But then, honey, you seem to change. You act a little wacko, a little off-center. But why? You're not going to get the answer you want tonight, sir. Rebecca. Oh, it's not even your wife. Sorry. That's all right. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies, fool, than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with greasy, greasy hairs. Look. But if you won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? One of my favorites with the Jordanaires. Thank you so very much. You guys are wonderful. Now, it ain't all fun and games, you know. It ain't all fun and games for sure. I'm going to see if we've got 1973. Is there any, do you guys have water in these parts, or do we have to tap a well or something? You know? Where's Bob? Where's my superhero Bob? Where is he at? Isn't he?
Bottle of water?
Yes, sir.
Coming right up.
Tequila? Whatever. Whatever's close to scotch. Warm, marinated milk, it don't matter. Anyway, I see they take care of their health around here. It's good. I'm going to be telling my dear friend, well, there you go. You sneaking vodka in the bottle of water too, don't you? That's good, man.
That's right, baby.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Fire Bob, we don't need him now. Thank you very much. Fire Bob, well, in about a week, I think next week, I have a friend of mine, Mr. Rick Larimore, who Mr. Rod Stewart, we got on the scene. You like Rod Stewart? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you this. Him and I are neighbors now, but he's originally from the eastern part of the state. He's one pistol, man. If you like Rod Stewart, you're going to like Rod Stewart times 10. This guy is on fire, and I'm very happy that he's involved in this series. So come check him out next week, and tell him Elvis said he's funny looking, you know. Tell him he's funny looking and see what happens. 1973, this was the last top 10 hit for Elvis Presley. It goes something like this. Lord Almighty, I feel the temperature rising. Yeah, higher, higher, it's burning through to my soul. Well, girl, 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 you're gonna set me on fire. Ooh, my brain is flaming, but I don't know which way to go. Yeah, because your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. And you light my morning sky, the burning love. Ooh, I feel my temperature rising, 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 rising. Please won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. Well, it's hard to breathe, and my chest is heaving. I just might turn into smoke, but I feel fine. Yeah, because your kisses lift me high. Ladies, look what I forgot. I'm sweating. Like my morning sky, the burning love. Oh, it ain't ready yet. It's not marinated enough. I gotta sweat on it just a little bit. The burning love. It's coming closer. I can feel it dripping, you know, I wanna make sure I catch it. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. Well, it's hard to breathe, and my chest is heaving. I just might turn into smoke, but I feel fine. Yeah, because your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. And you light my morning sky, the burning love, the burning love, the burning love. Ooh, burning love. Ooh, I'm just a hugger, burning love. I'm just a hugger, burning love. I'm just a hugger, burning love. Well, maybe just a little piece, not really a whole, you know. It's a little awkward. A hug. Well, I'm just a hug. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I'm telling you, only Elvis could get away with that kind of song. Thank you, Bobby Lee. Now, the end is near. You know this song? So I fade. Yeah, you know this one. Frank Sinatra wrote this one. Well, actually, Paul Anka put the lyrics to this song. Say it clear, state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled east, every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway. Oh, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it all and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall. As tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way. What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words the one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Thank you so much. Wonderful. I've got too much water. I'm drowning over here. Whoops. Cheers, everybody. I have a thing about water, man. They make the water bottles thinner and thinner. They put more water in them to the top. You can't open the darn covers. You get it all over you. Which makes no sense. Now, outside of is it Isabel? You still here, honey? I've been thinking about you ever since we met. Anybody else have any requests? Only the ladies, sir. Only the ladies. Put your hand. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You're good looking. What would you like to hear? Are you kidding me? What do you think? I'm like a real Elvis impersonator? You gotta follow that dream wherever that dream may lead. You gotta follow that dream to find the love you need. When your heart gets restless and you move along, when your heart gets weary, time to sing a song. But when your dream is calling you, there's just one thing that you can do. You gotta follow that dream wherever that dream may lead. You gotta follow that dream to find the love you need. How's that? Man, I haven't done that. I think, man, I gotta come up with words. No, it's for sure. I'm gonna step back and see what you guys seem like a fun group of maybe some of the earlier stuff. I mean, Elvis recorded so much music, and now you got me itching. You see, I started the first 7 years of my career, I did nothing but Elvis in the 50s and the 60s. And now you poke the itch, and now I gotta scratch it, you know? So let's see what we can do here. How many veterans do we have with us here this evening? Please raise your hands. I do want to see you. Absolutely. And thank you so much. I can tell you this, you know, one of my greatest inspirations besides Elvis to get into business, simply because I used to watch him on Sundays because it was his only day off, was my father. He worked 6 days a week. He was a mechanic and tradesman and craftsman, and he did well in the community. Saturdays he'd go to work, he'd come home around noontime, 1, or if he was working on a hot rod, leaving later than that. But Sunday was his day off. He'd come downstairs and he'd be singing. Only parts of songs, though. He never really sang much more than just a verse, a chorus, maybe. But one of the songs in his favorite Elvis movie ever was a movie called GI Blues. And my dad was a 4-year Air Force veteran, and he certainly loved this movie. In fact, he used to always sing, "You got to do this song, Ray. You got," and I'm the junior, so his name was Ray as well. And he'd always say, "You got to do that song. You know, from that movie GI Blues, did you ever?" And I say, well, Dad, I haven't yet, but, and he'd sing it for me, just a little bit of it. You know, did you ever get one? Did you ever get one? Did you ever get one of them? Ever get one of them days? You ever get one of them days, boys? You ever get one of them days when nothing is right from morning till night? You ever get one of them days, boys? You ever get one of them days? You're at a drive-in movie or with a cute brunette. You count the number of kisses that you figure to get. Closer, closer, then she hollers, whoa, whoa. Did you ever get one of them girls who just wants to watch the show? And he would go on with a verse or two. But from that movie, certainly, with all the veterans here we have this evening, I'd like to dedicate an upbeat, fun-loving song here from the movie G.I. Blues. The title track. Up, 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 up. Give us a room with a view of the beautiful ride. You give us a room with a view of the beautiful ride. Give me a muddy old creek in Texas any old time. I got those 1, 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. From my GI head to the heels of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stateside, son, gonna blow my fuse. We'll get house and pepper and black pumpernickel for chow. Yeah. I said we get house and pepper and black pumpernickel for chow. I give my next month's pay for a slice of Texas cow. We like to be heroes, but all that we do here's march. March 2, 3. We like to be heroes, but all that we do here is march. March 2, 3. And they don't give a purple heart for a fallen heart. Sing it on, I got those 1, 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. Yeah. From my GI head to the heels of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stateside, son, I'm gonna blow my fuse. The fall lines are pretty as flowers, but we can't make a pass. No, no, no. I said the fall lines are pretty as flowers, but we can't make a pass. Cause there's always signs saying keep the Z off the grass. We're on the grass tonight. I got those 1, 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. From my GI head to the heels of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stateside, son, I'm gonna blow my fuse. Occupation GI blues. Occupation GI blues. Occupation GI blues. That is from the movie GI Blues. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a beautiful song. No, it's beautiful. When asking a few of Elvis's people that I've worked with, I can't run this fandangled cover here. Woo! I'll poke my eye out. Feel like a baby with a bottle here. Anyway, over the years, I've had a beautiful opportunity to never have seen Elvis. How many folks have seen the King of Rock and Roll live? Man, oh man. You know, I get the tingles watching him, watching as a kid, growing up, even now. I can imagine what it's like actually being there at a show. But over the years, I've had a chance to speak with some of Elvis's close comrades and work with some of his musicians. And one most certainly that just passed about a year or two ago was DJ Fontana, his original drummer up until '68. Many a story about Elvis. You know, the interesting thing, whenever you spoke with some of these gentlemen and ladies, they were never always in the same room together. In fact, it was not always even the same date that I met these folks. But there was just one core thread, a feeling that they spoke about Elvis Presley that was very consistent. And that says a lot about him. There was nothing for them to gain or to lose. And so the stories that I've collected, it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. I never got a chance to see him live, but we've taken all of this information and just sort of enriched all of what I do in sharing his music. This song was for Elvis Presley, perhaps his favorite, and he spoke of this song many times. In fact, his biggest inspiration is he was the biggest fan of a small little gentleman by the name of Roy Orbison, right? Well, Elvis in the 50s, he was cutting up the rug, and he was being called the devil's music, and he was getting thrown out, and records were being broken, all misunderstood. I mean, it's great to see music now, you know, they don't even wear clothes on stage, and Elvis in a suit was showing his excess, I don't know, whatever. But his music, for the longest time, was so misunderstood, he just felt it. He always wanted to sound like Roy Orbison, and in 1960, in the 60s to follow, he was able to refine his music from that raw rockabilly of Sun Records, and this was his favorite song. Why? Because for the first time, he could lay down a track of music where he could actually show off his voice in a style that was very reminiscent of Roy Orbison. And in talking with many of his friends, they said this was one of Elvis's favorite songs. A beautiful song called It's Now or Never. It's now or never, come hold me tight, kiss me my darling, be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. I'm gonna load up. It's now or never, my love won't wait. Just like the willow, we would cry an ocean if we lost true love. What are you laughing at, honey? I know I'm funny looking. Your lips excite me, let your arms invite me, for who knows when we'll meet again. We're all downhill, I might fall on you, honey. It's now or never. That'll be something for the news. Come here, hon. Now you want the really, really, really marinated one or one not so? You know, you never complained when Elvis gave you one, right? Tomorrow, you got blue one, I'll give you blue. Will be too late. Come here. Just like the window, that's not so bad. We would cry an ocean. I know you want the marinated one. You want the real sloppy one. And sweet devotion. I've spent it's so heavy I could throw it to you. For who knows when we'll meet again. Oh, this way. You can come here. It's now or never. Ain't no wall. Oh, hold me tight. Kiss me, you fool. Be mine tonight. Don't step on anybody's toes now. Tomorrow will be too late. It's like a game, but different, isn't it? Never, my love won't wait. It's now or never. What's the matter? You look upset. You got it, honey. It's now or never. How about a round of applause for this young lady? My love. It's now. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. My love. Oh, we want to talk about it. You're not 83 years old. Get out of here. There you go. Let it all hang out then. That's right. God bless you. 83 years old. I'm not even sure what's up for a song next, so it's kind of pot luck. 83 years old girlfriend. Yes, ma'am. You look like an angel. I'm scared to go near her. Walk like an angel. Come here. What would you like? But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are the devil. Oh, where you going? I can't go through the line. Oh, get in here. Take one home. Hold me with your kiss. Not me, the kiss. And still, heaven knows how you lie to me. You're not the way you seem. You look like an angel. You walk like an angel. You talk like an angel. But I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are the devil in disguise. Oh, I thought that I was in heaven, but I was sure surprised. Heaven help me, I didn't see the devil in your eyes. You look like an angel. You walk like an angel. Well, you talk like an angel, but I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Coming for you, sir. No, I'm not. Oh. I think I got 10 years sucked out of me. Woo! I think I caught up to the young lady back there. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are the devil in disguise. You gotta watch out for some of those ladies, I tell you. That's the way it goes. You know, I've observed a lot, as I said earlier, over the years. You can always tell a true diehard fan, somebody who is very, seasoned and knows what's going on. You see, those that were around when Elvis was around, those that had seen Elvis, like a few of you here tonight, when Elvis went up and you want to go for a kiss, you just know what to do. Like a lot of these ladies right here, they want lip service. You go up to a young lady at a show and you want to give her a kiss, and I'm like, well, there's a beautiful looking girl right there. I want to kiss her on the lips. You go and give her a kiss on the lips and she's... I'm like, Dan, I want to kiss you on the lips. Not these ladies, no. No cheek for them. They want the lips. That's the difference between those that know and those that don't. Yep. It's a funny thing, man. It's a funny thing. They want the lips. They don't want the cheek. 1960, a top hit, #1 hit for Elvis Presley. A song called Stuck on You. And then we'll go back to some concert stuff, all right? You got any requests? Let me know after we're done this song. And I drink some vodka, water. Well, you can shake an apple off an apple tree. Shake a sugar, but you'll never shake me. No siree, I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Well, I'm gonna run my fingers through your long brown hair and squeeze you tighter than a grizzly bear. Yes, siree, will, I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Well, hot in your kitchen, hot in the hall, ain't gonna do you no good at all. 'Cause once I catch you when the kissing starts, the team of all how our love is gonna get us right. Yes, sir. I'm gonna stick like a glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. Well, out in the kitchen, out in the hall, ain't gonna do you no good at all. Well, cause once I get you and the kissing starts, the team of wild horses couldn't tear us apart. I'm gonna take a tiger on his belly side. That's how our love is gonna get us right. Yes, sir. I'm gonna stick like a glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna stick like glue. Yeah, because I'm stuck on you. From 1960, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Elvis Presley was known as the king of rock and roll, certainly. But one of the most interesting things was that of all of the music that he sang, when it came to rock and roll, not once did he receive any kind of honors or awards for rock and roll. Interestingly enough, being known as the bad boy, the music was the devil's music, ironically he won only awards in gospel music. Interesting. So I'd like to do a gospel number for you. I'd like to do an early one, and I'd like to do one in concert, if I could. This one here I don't do too often, and I'd like to do for you right now. Goes something like this. Beautiful song called Peace in the Valley. I'd like to do it for you. I'm tired and so weary, but I must go alone till the Lord comes and calls me away. Oh yes, and the morning so bright, and the Lamb is the light. And the night is as black as the sea. Oh yes, there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no troubles I see. There will be peace in the valley for me. Well, the bear will be gentle, and the wolves will be tame, and the lion shall lay down by the lamb. Oh yes, and the beast in the wild shall be led by a child, and I'll be changed from this creature that I am. Oh yes, there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray. Well, there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, oh my darlings, no troubles I see. There will be peace in the valley for me, for me. One of my favorites. Thank you so very much. I spent a lot of time in my bedroom practicing, wasting my life away, hoping that one day, I don't know what I was hoping, but I was able to pull something off for sure. This I'd like to do, as I said, was one of the concert songs in the latter part. Beautiful song called How Great Thou Art. Y'all can skip church this weekend. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder. I always wanted to do that. Thy power throughout the universe display. Sing it if you know it. When Christ shall come with shouts of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. Well, sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great, how great, how great thou art. Thank you so much. Beautiful song. Always clears the roof off it, you know. Any other requests? What do we got? What do you want to hear? We only got 287 left. What would you like to hear? One review? All right, we'll do a medley of a couple of those, yeah. All right, all right. Fair enough. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, which is never, you give me hope and consolation. Sorry, the song gets harder and harder to push out every time. And I make it up as I go, folks. Lend a hand in everything I do. That's a wonder, the wonder of you. Wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is was worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me as you do. That's a wonder, the wonder of you and of you and of y'all, actually. Play it, James. I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me as you do. That's a wonder, the wonder of you. Thank you so much. Woo. I don't know what you're talking about. This one right here. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see, what you're doing to me, driving me crazy when you don't believe a word I say. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know drops by to say hello, hello everybody, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been, where the heck am I? You can see the tears I will I'm crying. We can go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, let our love survive. Oh no. Oh, draw the tears from your eyes. Just don't let a good thing die. Oh no, oh no, oh no. No, I would never, ever lie to you. Oh, not that much. We're caught in a trap. Come on, put those hands together. I can't walk because I love you too much, baby. Oh, it's your show, way back there. Why can't you see, what you're doing to me? Oh yeah, when you don't believe what I say. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much. Caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much. Caught in a trap. I'm crazy now. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby, baby, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? Walk out, no, no, because I love, oh heck, I love you all. Don't you know? Caught in a trap. I can't walk out, yeah, because I love you too much. Caught in a trap. I can't walk out. I hope these rocks don't grip up, baby. Why don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk down because I love you too much. Caught in a trap. I can't walk down because I love you too much, baby. We only have a few more moments. We only have a few more moments together. What time is it anyway?
6 o'clock.
Check. I drink the microphone sometimes. You go check. You guys got to have some kind of town ordinance of noise or something, don't you? Yeah, Bob failed to tell me that we were performing on Gopher Hole grass here. So, yeah, it's a great stage to be flailing around like that. You know, most other acts stand there. That's what they do. I jump all over. In fact, I kind of have a theory about life as a tribute artist. You see, I spoke about Rick Larimore coming up next week. People like, I have a buddy of mine that does a phenomenal Frank Sinatra, and I have a beautiful friend of mine for many years who does a great tribute to Roy Orbison. Both of those guys, Rick's a little crazier. I'm gonna have to worry about him out here too. But Patrick, who does Sinatra, and Brian that does Roy, they come out and they walk up to the microphone, and in 25, 30 minutes or an hour later, they step away from the microphone and go back. Not me, no. I gotta, you move, you shake it, shake it. Not enough. On Gopher Hole grass, that's what I do. Oh, I've twisted my ankle like 12 times already. I just keep a good game face. I'm in utter pain right now. The vodka's been cutting it, but you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end. Sadly, I know. But I can tell you this. People ask me all the time, do I enjoy what I do? I wouldn't have it any other way. I grew up as a young boy, and I see many of them here that listen to Elvis's music because I was inspired initially by my parents. My mother, of course, would wake me up on a school night, bring me downstairs, plop me in front of the TV set. And I'm like, man, something must be great about this guy because it's a school night and I'm up late. So I used to collect bubblegum cards and clip out clippings from the National Enquirer and read all that garbage. Good or bad, I became infatuated with Elvis. Most certainly it wasn't because of the flash, though that helped as a young boy, and all the glitz and the glamour of the cars, you know, and movies and all that. But something was connected, something I really enjoyed about him. And years later down the road, I didn't know that I'd have the ability to step onto a stage. I used to go out singing in the clubs with this crazy thing called karaoke, right? We've all embarrassed ourselves once or twice, as did I when I started. But Elvis is what I knew, Elvis is what I sang. And it carried me through a wonderful, beautiful career of meeting people all over the world. All over. I spent 6 months in Japan. I worked in Asia and Europe and all over. I worked all throughout the United States, North America. We did a rock and roll tour, old school, from Vancouver, British Columbia, all the way to Sheboygan on the east coast of Canada, up and down and sideways. And Elvis affected everybody, doesn't matter what nationality, color, race, creed, doesn't matter. Music is magic. And as a young boy, it carried me through. When I got able to sing and be able to do this, I really never, ever forgot who I was. There's some cats out there that get so involved. But I love Elvis for Elvis. This is the memorabilia I've collected over the years as a young boy and a young adult. And I hope you've all enjoyed what we delivered here today. You know, it was a sense of humor. It was, you know, what they call charisma, you know. But it was something about Elvis that kept Elvis Elvis, why he's been around so long. There was no timing and no flash bombs and no troops of dancers. It was Elvis on stage. It was a live rehearsal. They knew what they were doing, but they had fun. And that's all I had here with you tonight is fun. I hope you enjoy your evening. I hope you had fun. My name's Ray Gilmet, ladies and gentlemen, and the show is called A Ray of Elvis. I have a few more songs for you before we get kicked out. Bob runs a tight ship here. But I'd like to do a few songs. This one here, again, just to revisit again our veterans. Elvis in 1973 went to Hawaii, and via satellite, more than over 100 countries for the first time ever, got to see a rock music show, raising money for the Arizona War Memorial of Pearl Harbor. Elvis put together a triad of songs that's become known as the American Trilogy, and I'd like to dedicate it to each and every one of you here, those that did not come home, and those that currently have active military here with us today, all of the fire departments and all the police departments, the people that do the jobs I don't want to do. Thank you so very much for your service. Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times they are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, oh Dixieland. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie, away, away, in Dixieland I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie, oh, Dixieland. For I was born early, Lord, one frosty morn. Look away, look away, look away, oh Dixieland. 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Listen. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Oh no, you know your daddy's bound to die. But all my trials, Lord, oh Lord, will soon be over. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me live a little bit of a dream, right? And thank you, Jim, for the veterans that are with us here tonight. God bless you all. He was so dramatic, wasn't he? Two, three, 4. Oh, raise those salutes, honey. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, adios and good night. Thank you so very much. Wise men say only fools rush in.